you, humanity. I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. This is Joey A. As you know, my videos are about love, infinity, creation, energy, because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is who we are. This is who we are. This is our nature with a human heartbeat, with the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. This is who we are. Okay, this is exactly who we are, with the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. And this video is part of the series on freedoms. This is a series on freedoms of the Earth, the Constitution of Earth, Earth Constitution, the Republic of Planet Earth, who we are, the Republic of Planet Earth, who we are. Okay, we all part of it. We all part of the Republic of Planet Earth. All of us are part of the Republic of Planet Earth. Okay, this is our nature. This is who we are. We're the Republic of Planet Earth. Okay. This is who we are with the Republic of Planet Earth. Okay, so let's talk about a fundamental freedom. A fundamental freedom, okay, that we all, as citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth and defenders of the Planet of Earth, enjoy, because we're free, sovereign, and independent. Okay, this is a freedom that we all enjoy because we're free, sovereign, and independent. Okay, and this is fundamental. So let's talk about it. Okay, so this is the defense and self-defense freedoms. Okay, defense and self-defense freedoms. Okay, so where does that come from? Well, the Republic of Planet Earth has the Department of Defense and Self-Defense. Okay, we have a department that belongs to all humans, all of us. We're 8+ billion people, right? We're a lot of humans on Earth, and we have the Department of Defense and Self-Defense that represents us and protects us and safeguards us. All right, against anyone wishing us harm. Okay. The Department of Defense and Self-Defense, right? And so where does the power and the source of power originate for the Department of Defense and Self-Defense? Well, it originates from the individual, from us, the citizenry, the citizens, because we all have the infinite freedoms. And one of those freedoms is defense and self-defense, right? And what is this? Where our ability to defend ourselves from those wishing us harm. As simple as that. As simple as that. You see, it is as simple as that. If there's anyone out there, the shadow, out there, wishing us harm, well, there's a defense department. Department of Defense and Self-Defense. And that department is made out of what? Well, the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. The citizenry of the Republic of Planet Earth. And who are the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth? All humans. We're 8+ billion people, right? And counting. I think we're almost 9 billion now. We're a lot. We're a very, very large number of people, right? Every second, there is thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not tens of thousands of people who are born, new humans. And in no time, we're going to be having many more billions. So we all are, all of us are the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We are the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. All of us. No matter who you are a citizen of the Republic of Planet Earth. Why? Because you have a human heartbeat. As simple as that. The pulse of life, the pulse of creation. We all have a human heartbeat. Infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. We live to love and we love to live. So the Department of Defense and Self-Defense is there to do what? To safeguard our freedoms to protect us, to defend us against those wishing us harm, right? So, and the individual holds the freedom. It's us, the individual, right? Vigilant individuals, well-informed individuals, citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth, right? Because we all know these. We all know these. We all know these. Not everyone shares our notions. And this is why self-defense is a freedom. That's why defense is a freedom. Defense and self-defense freedoms, fundamental freedom to ensure our freedoms, the Republic of Planet Earth, who we are, okay, who we are. So what is this? Those wishing us harm. Well, that is the shadow. That is precisely the shadow. It's the background noise, is the static, is the friction. All this background noise, the unconscious mind in the back of our minds, right? All the background noise, right? All the static, right? All the static, all the background noise, all the friction, the unconscious mind, the shadow, okay? The shadow, the unconscious mind, the shadow. In the back of our heads, right? In the back of our heads. So how do we deal with them? With these thoughts, with these fantasies, with these illusions, with these low vibrations, with these low energies, right? How do we deal with this ill intent, right? Well, we deal with that by defending ourselves. Self-defense. We defend ourselves. And what are the mechanisms that we have, right? What are the mechanisms that we have as citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth to defend ourselves against those wishing us harm? The shadow, the unconscious mind, the negative energies. Well, we have love, right? Why? Because we're infinite eternal creators. And we're the energy of the human heart. The most powerful and mightiest of all energies is the highest energy of creation. Because we are the human heart. This is who we are. As you see all these fantasies, all these illusions, right? All this background noise, right? All this static, all this friction, the shadow in the mind, right? The unconscious mind, ignorance, fear, hatred, all these low vibrations, these low level energies, destructive in nature. How do we dissipate it? How do we shatter that? How do we shatter it? We shatter it, we disintegrate it with the love of our hearts. With the love of our hearts, this is how we do it. Because we are the human race. And we shatter fantasies and illusions and render them obsolete with the love of our hearts. Because love is the highest energy of creation, you see? Love is the highest energy of creation. Why? Because we are creation. We're the biological creators at the biological scale. So the primordial instinct, right? The primordial instinct of the human species is the human heartbeat, right? Without the human heartbeat, we wouldn't exist, right? We are billions and billions and counting of humans, right? And we all have a heart. We all have a heart, right? We all have a heart, don't we? We all have a heartbeat. And the highest energy of the human heart is love. So we create with love. Without the heart, we wouldn't exist. The heart is a biological creator. You see? The heart is a biological creator. This is what the heart is. The human heart is precisely that, right? The biological creator. It generates the electromagnetic field around the human body, right? That powers us. So we're conscious and self-aware. The singularity of the human heart, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, right? So if you understand this notion, then we're alive because of the human heartbeat. And love comes from the heart. And love is the highest energy of creation. So as long as we love, we're going to be able to do what? Well, as long as we love, we're going to be able to generate the highest energy that we as humans can generate, biologically speaking. And what does that do? Well, that shatters all fantasies and illusions. You see? It renders all fantasies and illusions obsolete, right? That's what it does. It renders all fantasies and illusions obsolete. That is what it does. It's precisely what it does, right? And what is the meaning of these, right? What is the meaning of these? Well, the meaning of this is that the shadow, all this negativity, right, in the back of our minds, right? The negativity in the back of our minds, the unconscious mind, the shadow, right? This low vibration, this negative thought form, this destructive hatred, this fear, right? Lack of love, this ignorance, right? This dogma, right? All these, right? All these, this low vibration, this static, this background noise, the shadow, right? What does that do? Well, is there holding up space, really? It's holding up space. It's free. It's all this tension, right? And what we do is we dissipate that, we shatter that, we disintegrate the shadow with the love of our hearts. And how do we do that? Well, by forgiving, by accepting, by loving, right? By understanding that the shadow is there to teach us lessons, right? So we, as the Republic of Planet Earth, can move forward and defend against this, the fantasies and illusions, all the negativity, because you understand that this is the way of trauma. This is in the way of events that happen in our lives that are not positive, negative cognitive loads, right? So how do we dissipate them? Well, we dissipate them with the love of our hearts, because we are compass. We're infinite energy, we're infinite creation, right? This is who we are. We're infinite energy, infinite creation. This is who we are. And because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation, the highest energy of the human heart is what? Love, right? So we love. And when we love, we shatter all these fantasies and all these illusions. We shatter them. We render them obsolete. They have no hold on us anymore. There's no fear in our hearts. You see, because we're brave hearts. This is the nature of the human heart, to be brave, to face the shadow. We face the shadow. That's what we do. It is in our nature. Our nature is to love. And the shadow is the opposite of love. The shadow is low vibration, it's static, it's background noise, right? It's all this low energy in the back of our minds, right? All these fantasies, all these illusions, right? All this hatred, all this noise, right? And how do we deal with it? How do we deal with it? How do we deal with it? With the love of our hearts, right? Because we're infinite energy, we're infinite creation, we're singularity, we're compass. And this is how we shatter them. We shatter them, we disintegrate them. They cease to exist. And the way they do that is by being loved. We love them, right? We love them. And how do we love them? With infinite energy. That's how we love them. The infinite energy of our love, the infinite energy of our heart, right? We love them. We love them with the infinite energy of our heart. And we forgive them, right? All these thoughts, all these memories, all this trauma, all these events, all these experiences outside our control, coming in the proximity of our senses, our reality, right? Our sensory perception, all these things that come in our proximity as compass, as sundials, we shatter them by loving them with infinite energy and infinite love. In the way of the singularity of the human heart, this infinite energy source that we have, the singularity, infinite energy, sets of 64 spherical energy from the heart, spherical energy that comes from the electromagnetic field of the human heart. And we use our energy as compass and we shatter them. Shatter them all, disintegrate them. They cease to exist as a result of our love. Because we forgive ourselves, we forgive the memory, we forgive the event, right? We forgive the experience. So we love ourselves with our hearts. With all the energy of our hearts, we love that memory and we heal, we recover, right? We recover from the shadow, right? The shadow ceases to exist the moment it enters in the proximity of infinite energy, right? This infinite energy is the love of our hearts, right? Because of our electromagnetic field, because of the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. Because we are the singularity of the human heart, right? This is who we are. We're the infinite biology of infinity. And all these fantasies, all these illusions, the shadow, the background noise, the static, right? The friction, all this low vibration, all this trauma, all these events in our lives that slowed us down, wishing us harm, right? All that ceases to exist because of the love of our hearts. And this is how we do it. So, who are those wishing us harm? Well, those wishing us harm are fantasies and illusions, right? Fantasies and illusions. And we have defense and self-defense freedoms. This is what we do. We have defense and self-defense freedoms because us as a collective here in the Republic of Planet Earth, us, because of our constitution, we all have this. One of the executive branch has the Department of Defense of Self-Defense that we all citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth are members of as leaders and defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. All of us, collectively. A+ billion human heartbeats. You see, that's a lot of love. A lot of love from A+ billion people. So the shadow gets fully disintegrated collectively and individually at both scales because collectively, we as one, as the Republic of Planet Earth, with our love of our hearts, disintegrate the shadow. Shatter it. Ceases to exist. Right? All the fantasies, all the illusions. Collectively. So we can live in a harmonious republic. Right? Outside Earth and on Earth's orbit. And on Earth. And then that's it. That's the mechanism, right? Love. And then individually, each individual in their own lives, dealing with their own shadow, right? Dealing with their own trauma, with their own negativity, with their own frustrations, with their own unconscious mind, right? With their own past experiences, their own fantasies, their own illusions. What do? Well, each of us, with the love of our hearts, we love with our hearts and we shatter those fantasies and those illusions and they cease to exist. Because the essence of it gets essentially all the negative load, all the cognitive load gets dissipated, right? So the memory doesn't have any emotional attachment to it anymore. So it doesn't hold us back. So we free up all this static, all this friction, all this background noise, right? It just goes away, ceases to exist. And then it just becomes the essence of it, the memory. And that's all the trace. And that trace gets reintegrated back into our minds, right? The individual, the citizen of the Republic of Planet Earth, the compass, the sundial. Remember who we are, our identity and true self. We're purpose. We're time and energy. We're action. We're why, how. We flow. We're true north and destination, right? So this is what this is, right? This is exactly what this is. It's our ability individually for the shadow of our minds to cease to exist. We integrate the shadow into our day-to-day life and the trace, the essence of it, what remains is just the memory. And what is that memory there for? Well, that memory is there to teach us lessons, right? To teach us lessons of the past. Okay, so that's what the shadow is and that's what it looks like. Okay, great. All this negativity, all these thoughts that come in the proximity of my existence, right? Outside my control, I deal with them with the infinite energy of love. And it doesn't have a hold over me anymore because it ceases to exist. Okay? And that's exactly what it is. It's this love, this infinite energy of creation. The infinite energy of creation of the human heart, who we are, the epicenter of the cosmos, the human race. Infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. And this is exactly what I mean by defense and self-defense freedoms, right? Our infinite energy of love to protect ourselves against those wishing us harm. Who are those? Fantasies and illusions, right? The shadow, the unconscious mind, right? Ignorance, fear, hatred, right? That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. all right? All this static, all this background noise, right? All this low vibration, all this friction, right? Holding all this tension, all this negativity, all this hatred. So we love it, we forgive it, we accept it, and we move on. We disintegrate it and we move on. Because this is who we are. We're infinite eternal creators. We're infinite energy. We're the singularity of the human heart. We're the seed of life. We're flower of life. We're tetragrammatons. This is who we are. Sets of 64. Right? This is who we are. The infinite biology of creation, of eternity. Who we are, the human race. Infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. You see, we breathe oxygen. Oxygen in, oxygen out. Right? We drink water, right? Hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, right? We drink that. We drink that, right? That's what we drink. And what's that? Elements, right? Is it building blocks of life, right? And these elements are there for us to consume. So we are a bigger form of biology, right? So we create, and we create with the love of our hearts, right? We manifest free will. That's what we do. We manifest free will because we're compass. This is who we are. We are sundials. We open our hearts, open our minds, open our eyes and stare at the sun, open the portal and build the bridge and evolve as a species. And this is how we disintegrate the shadow of the fantasies and illusions with the love of our hearts, this infinite energy that we have as a republic of planet Earth to deal with those things wishing us harm, right? Holding us back. So we just deal with them in the way of the infinite love of the human heart. So we disintegrate all the fantasies and all the illusions. That's what we do, because we're the human race with a human heart. We are a benevolent species, we're a heart-based species, we're a love-based species, we're a heartful species. This is who we are. We live to love and we love to live. Lives of meaning, lives of purpose. This is why we are here. We are here to love. We are here to love with the love of our heart, with all our might, with all our hearts. Because we are here for that, right? Purpose of life is a life of purpose. Meaningful life, purposeful life, right? That, us, the human race, infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Remember who we are. We're the infinite race, the epicenter of the cosmos. Humanity, infinite biology, infinite creation. This is who we are. This is who we are. The human race. With infinite love, we channel the energy of the sun and creation through us, and we create with our love. We manifest our free will as compass. This is how we do it. This is how we do it, and the way we'll always do it. So remember, this video is about that. It's about defense and self-defense. Freedoms. The defense and self-defense freedoms of our human heart as individuals, as citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. Each individual. Each and one of us have this ability to love because we all have a human heartbeat. This is the truth. And the infinite energy of love dissipates and shatters and disintegrates all the fantasies and illusions so they cease to exist. The shadow ceases to exist as a result of our love, our infinite energy, our infinite creation. And we have the Department of Defense and Self-Defense of the Republic of Planet Earth because of our Earth Constitution that allows us to collectively work as one, to love with the human heart as one of the race and dissipate all this negativity, all this hatred, all these fantasies and all these illusions. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might.